Good evening, madam. I am Kalyani from TTW RDC Women's Common from 3rd BJC. Today's my seminar topic is structure and working of mammalian heart. First of all, I will explain about heart structure and then functions. The heart is the central pumping organ and blood vascular system. It is a thick-walled and muscular pulsating organ, and it is situated in the mediastinal region. It looks like a pear-shaped. See once in this diagram, the heart is situated in the mediastinal region in the thorax between the two lungs. In between the two lungs, the heart is situated, and it is look like a pear shape. It looks like a pear shape, and it is posteriorly to the left side. The heart is directed to the left side, and the study of heart is called cardiology. The heart cardiology means study of heart. Deeply study of heart function and structure is called cardiology. It is the size of clenched fist, and its size is the heart size is clenched fist, and weight is about 300 grams. The heart is governed by a double-walled pericardium, which consists of the outer fibrous pericardium and the inner serous pericardium. The serous pericardium is double-layered, formed of an outer pericardial layer and or parietal layer and inner visceral layer. The two layers are separated by a narrow pericardial space. I will show one diagram. Here the first heart is consists of a double-walled pericardium, which consists of outer fibrous pericardium and inner serous pericardium. The serous pericardium is a double-layered. Again, it forms an outer parietal layer and an inner visceral layer. These two layers are separated by a one space is called. That space is called as a pericardial space, and that space is filled with a pericardial fluid. This fluid reduces friction between the two membranes and allows free movement of the heart. And one more, the wall of heart consists of three layers. Outermost layer is epicardium, and middle one is myocardium, and innermost is endocardium. One more, outermost layer is called epicardium, and middle is myocardium, and inner is endocardium. These three layers are consist of the heart walls. And external structure. Then external structure, it looks like a four chambers. The heart has a four chambers. Two are upper chambers and two are lower chambers. The upper chambers are called atria or auricles, and the lower chambers are called ventricles. Once you show, first upper two chambers are called auricles or atria. See here, right atrium and one more left atrium and right atrium. And lower two chambers are called ventricle. These are right ventricle and left ventricle. Then externally auricles and ventricles are separated by a deep groove called coronary sulcus. These two auricles and ventricles. Auricles means two upper chambers, right atrium and left atrium. These two chambers and ventricles, right ventricle and left ventricle. These both chambers are separated by a one groove is called coronary sulcus. Then I will explain about internal structure. Internal structure, a vertical section of the heart shows a detailed study of the internal structure broadly. Means if we identify any structure of any function of the heart, we can deeply study about this heart. Can easily identify any part. A vertical section of the heart shows a details of the internal structure. The internal structure of a human heart shows three parts, namely auricles, ventricles and aortic arches. First one is auricles. The two chambers of the heart are called auricles. The two upper chambers are called auricles or atria. These are auricles, right atrium and left atrium. These two are auricles. See here, these two upper chambers are called auricles. Auricles are thin-walled receiving chambers. These auricles are thin-walled and receiving chambers. The right one larger than the left. The right chamber is larger than the left chamber of the auricles. The two auricles are separated by a thin muscular wall called interauricular septum. Here the two auricles means right auricle and left auricle. These two auricles are separated by a interauricular septum. The auricles receives deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body through a pair of veins called superior vena cava or precaval vena cava and inferior vena cava or post venal cava. These are the veins. These veins are used for the carrying of deoxygenated blood from the different parts of the body. The left auricle receives oxygenated blood from the lungs through a pair of pulmonary veins. The interauricular septum prevents the mixing of pure and impure blood in auricles. Here one groove is there. That groove is interauricular septum. Interauricular septum is present between the two auricles. This septum is used to prevent the intermixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. It is called a auricles. Then I will discuss about the ventricles. The two chambers present at the bottom of the heart are called ventricles. Means in this heart lower chambers and upper chambers are there. In this bottom chambers are called ventricles. These two chambers are called ventricles, right ventricle and left ventricle. These two chambers are called ventricles, and the ventricles are thick walled and larger than the auricles. These ventricles are larger than the auricles. Then compared to the auricles, ventricles are very large, and left ventricle is larger than the right ventricle. Here left ventricle is very large then compared to the right ventricle. The right and left chambers of the ventricles are separated by an interventricular septum. Here two ventricles are there. One is right ventricle and left ventricle. These two ventricles are separated by one groove is called interventricular septum. Here above auricles, two auricles are separated by interauricular septum, but here two ventricles are separated by a interventricular septum. This interventricular septum is used to prevent the mixing of purified and unpurified blood. Then the openings are called auriculoventricular openings. Here the auricles and ventricles of the same side are separated by a thick fibrous layer called auriculoventricular septa. However, each of these septa is provided with an opening through which two chambers of same side are connected, and here the opening between the left auricle and left ventricle is guarded by a bicuspid wall, and right auricle and right ventricle is guarded by a tricuspid wall. Here right auricle and right ventricle is guarded by a tricuspid wall. This is the tricuspid wall. It is situated at the right auricle and right ventricle, and bicuspid wall is present at the here. Mitral valve is also called as a bicuspid valve. This mitral valve or bicuspid valve is present at between the left ventricle and left auricle. These are called bicuspid valve and tricuspid valves. Then I will discuss about aortic arches. Aortic arches are two aortic arches are present, namely pulmonary arch and systematic arch. Pulmonary arch and systemic arch carry blood from the heart. The pulmonary arch arises from the right ventricle and split into the right and left branches and takes deoxygenated blood. It takes deoxygenated blood to the lungs. Means the pulmonary arch arises from the right ventricle and splits into the right and left branches, and it takes a deoxygenated blood to the lungs, and its opening is guarded by a tricuspid wall. Here tricuspid wall is present. Its opening is tricuspid wall and pulmonary semilunar wall. The systematic arch arises from the left ventricle and transports oxygenated blood to the different parts of the body through its branches. Its opening is also guarded by the aortic semilunar wall. In above, pulmonary semilunar valve is present. Here semilunar valve is present. And then I will discuss about working of heart. working of heart or double circulation or cardiac cycle. The sequence of events that take place during a single heartbeat consists a cardiac cycle. A cardiac cycle consists of systole and diastole of auricles plus systole and diastole of ventricles. Here each cardiac cycle consists of a systole and diastole of auricles plus systole and diastole of ventricles. Cardiac cycle lasts 0.8 seconds. It may be divided into 3 phases. In each cardiac cycle completed in a 0.8 seconds, it may be divided into 3 chambers, 3 phases. First one is auricular systole, second one ventricular systole, third one auriculoventricular diastole. In first one, auricular systole, it lasts about 0.1 second. During this phase, auricles are contract. The blood flows through the open auricular ventricular walls into the ventricles. Here, in first one, auricular systole, it lasts about 0.1 second. In this phase, auricles are contract and blood flows through the open auricular ventricles walls into the ventricles. Then auricular systoles accounts for about 32% of filling of ventricles in each cardiac cycle. In this phase, 30% of filling ventricles in each cardiac cycle. Then the end of the auricular systole is also the end of ventricle diastole is also present. And second one is ventricular systole. It lasts about 0.3 seconds. In totally, the cardiac cycle completed in 0.8 seconds. In first phase, 0.1 second lost, and second phase, 0.3 seconds are lost. In the second phase, during this phase, ventricles are contract. Simultaneously, auricles relax when the ventricles are contract, and then auricles are relaxation. In this auricles are relaxation, contraction of ventricles rises the pressure in the ventricles, due to which the auriculoventricular valves are closed. This causes the first heart sound, lub. In our heart, 2 types of sounds are produced. That sound is lub and dub. In first sound, lub sound is produced in this second phase, ventricular systole. How is it produced? When the ventricles, due to which auriculoventricular valves are closed, that causes the first heart sound, lub, which pressure in the ventricles exceeds the pressure in auriculars and semilunar valves open. Blood flows from the ventricles into aortic arches. Understand? First one, heart sound, lub sound is produced in the second phase, ventricular systoles, when the auriculoventricular semilunar valves are closed. Auriculoventricular valves are closed. The sound produced is called lub sound. Then third phase is auriculoventricular diastole or completed cardiac diastole. It lasts about 0.4 second. The complete cardiac cycle completed in a 0.8 second. First one is it is lost about 0.1 second, and second one is 0.3 seconds, and third one is 0.4 second. Completely it lasts about 0.8 seconds in this each cardiac cycle. In this third phase, during this phase, ventricles are relaxed. In this first phase, auricles are contract. In the second phase, auricles are relaxed, simultaneously ventricles are contract. In this third phase, ventricles are relaxed and auricles are also in diastole. When pressure in ventricles falls below that, in aortic arches, semilunar valves are closed. In this phase, aortic arches, semilunar valves are closed. This causes the second heart sound, dub. The first sound is produced in the second phase like ventricular systole, and second heart sound, dub, which is produced in this third phase, auriculoventricular diastole or completed cardiac diastole. When pressure is ventricles falls below auricular pressure and auriculoventricular valves open and ventricular fillings begins. It is the structure and function of the heart. This is the structure and function of the heart, and thank you for giving this wonderful opportunity.